because he had given that as a foul, whereas an offside, a penalty, or a handball.
Yeah.
So the official at that point in time makes a call at a very crucial moment of the game as to why that decision was overturned. Only the conversation between him and his colleague and whoever they were consulting with convinced them to change the decision.
Again, we're going to have a closer look at that, because when I did eventually glance at the assistant, his flag wasn't raised and still to say offside. It was raised and it was flagging it profusely to suggest the foul.
Okay.
That's what that's what again.
For the goal.
Again, that's what it looks
Stevens,
like.
that
Yeah.
is.
So he was waving it profusely to referee attention, foul. So while the Chiefs players are celebrating, it seemed the assistant had already made the decision that there was a foul on Sage Stevens.
So then Jimmy kind of clarified it for us, because that conversation, only they will know what happened. But my take on this is that while that conversation was happening, that crowd was going crazy.
Yeah.
And that has influenced him. And obviously it's not an easy situation, but the rule is okay. If your assistant referee has seen something, you then have a conversation with him, and he must clarify that. So whatever that words were there, only they will know.
Yeah. And again, a fair point, because the referee on match day, he's got the right to then overturn whatever decision that he feels the assistant has made.
But my argument would be the linesman had a better view or a better angle to, one, see the foul on Sage Stevens, second, to see the handball that he's busted in.
Yeah.
Thirdly, Modi's position when receiving the ball.
Yeah.
The referee is on the other side, which is inside. So who can see an offside and who can see the foul there? Between the linesman and the referee.
So he only puts his flag up there.
Yeah.
So that then suggests
I've noted something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And then
and the official look at the referee is now looking at the linesman, at this assistant. He's saying it's a goal.
Yeah.
But now he realizes that the flag was up before he made the call to blow for a goal.
Yeah.
So now he then goes and consults to say, what did you see that influenced your decision to raise your flag? That decision cannot change purely because you are under pressure from the fans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair point. Yeah.
Yes.
If it's a foul, it must remain a foul, regardless of the pressure, because then at least you can stand your ground to say, I saw a foul and I flagged for a foul. So now you're changing your decision because of you got pressure from the fans who are now obviously saying that should stand as a goal.
Yeah. Okay. So in wrapping this particular chat up then, so we've noted, one, a foul on Sage Stevens. We're all comfortable that that is a foul. Two, okay, play does go on. A few seconds later, it seems like Modi, who has the final touch before the ball crosses the line, is in an offside position. So number two, that's a second reason why Coach Barker will feel aggrieved.
And then as Jimmy just rightfully pointed out now, referee signals for the goal.
Yeah.
Assistant referees waving his flag saying, no, I've spotted something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is the contentious situation. And then the discussion there where he says, listen, no. He's overrode, he overpowered the assistant referee.
And I think the most unfortunate part about this situation or this incident, it doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
Whether we agree now, nothing changes.
Nothing changes.
So right.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Fair point. The goal was given, and that was the second goal that, once again, we all felt sort of deflated Stellenbosch and what they were trying to do in getting back into this one. So then, let's have a look at the goal that started it all early in the game. First half, 17th minute, and again, referee Sukumuzo Gasa, he gave away 7 yellow cards today. We did feel that one of those, at the very least, should have been a red.
And this is another issue where the referee is a point of discussion. Firstly, defensively, Stellenbosch not happy with it. Molesani clearly not happy, but their defender, handball, you should caution him, and he's given the penalty kick. So that's correct, but why not the yellow card? which then became a massive talking point because secondly, he got what would have been a second yellow card.
Yeah, that for a little shove in the face of Gaston Sirino. He finished the game, did Isima Toure, but of course, Stellenbosch were beaten by 3-1. Miguel, with his third goal of the competition, he becomes the first Kaizer Chiefs player since 1989. The Bob Save Super Bowl was Max Maponyane back then, who scored in the first 3 games of the Nedbank Cup in one single season. We have to credit Kaizer Chiefs and their stats department for that particular and wonderful stat indeed. So it was 1-0, then it would become 1-1, Jimmy.
Yeah, no. In the second half, I think Stellis came and took the game to Chiefs. You look at the time on the clock, it's the 85th minute, going to the 86th minute. Such an important goal for them to get it at this moment. And now they are thinking, we can take the game to extra time. So between that 4 minutes and the additional time, so much drama unfolded. And I think that was just the turning point of the game. But one really has to give credit to Stellis for just having, because in the first half, it was mostly Chiefs. And I think second half, because Chiefs wanted to defend this 1-goal lead, they went on the back foot. And Stellis, by virtue of wanting to get an equalizer, they then took the game to Chiefs, who were already on the back foot. And they got to score that important goal that brings them back into the game. It levels up everything else. Now you are saying, is this game going to extra time? And like I said, within that 4 minutes, so much happened.
Yeah. And again, how did Stellenbosch get back into this game? Because we did mention at halftime that they were distinctly second best.
We see in the goal, it's the 2 substitutes that were introduced, Sanele Barnes as well as De Jong, and they were very impactful, changed the shape a bit. De Jong becoming a thorn in the defense for Kaizer Chiefs. But then the set play, brilliant delivery, important touch from De Jong, and that reacted the coach of Chiefs to then make a sub. Was that the wrong sub? Because they were on the back foot the entire second half, because now you're sacrificing an attacking midfielder and you're bringing in a defensive midfielder, so that says, okay, now we're going to retreat. We're going to now sit back, and then that gave momentum to Stellenbosch, hence they found the equalizer.
Yeah, that second half particularly, it did seem as if Chiefs sort of stopped playing, and we were wondering why it is that you would try and, I guess, protect a 1-0 lead in a cup game.
Yeah, no. I think either the legs were gone on Thabo Kele, because I think he had a solid shift. And maybe the coach thought let me put in fresher legs in Maclo. And bringing in Vilagazi was obviously then say they still need creativity going forward, and he gets to give them that important goal. So when you look at it in hindsight, because of the result, you'd say the changes gave the desired result as we look at that overlay from that goal from Vilagazi. Say Stevens joined the numbers there to try and get to make an effort in contributing on the corner kick. They lost possession. I think the defender thought the goalkeeper was in his goal post, tried to play back, but Vilagazi pressed, he won that ball. He went to go and score the important winner for Chiefs. So when you look at the result, we then argue that maybe the changes were influential in how it impacted the game. But I have a different view. I say, if the score remains 1-1, you have a very defensive-minded Chiefs team that's now on the field. If the game goes into extra time. So I think Chiefs got away with this one, got a good result against Stellis, but I think the subs really put Chiefs on the back foot.
Yusuf Mart coming in on the 62nd minute. Obviously, that's a reaction to what Stevie Barker done, but that did say, did we sit back and be cautious too early, which was Jimmy's alluding to. I have to say that the scoreline certainly doesn't paint a picture of whatever transpired here today. But I think Stellenbosch can hold their heads up high, and Kaizer Chiefs can take this win. As Jimmy says, nothing will be reversed. They move on to the semi-finals.
They certainly do move on to the semi-finals. And now for a third time this season, already a third time in 2025, Kaizer Chiefs have had the better of Stellenbosch Football Club. This time, they reward a place in the last 4 of the final domestic cup competition.